AJ Taylor Hendricks and Meowin the Cat here and Sally Sausage. I hope that your YouTube channel AJWF continues to grow. Huge shout out to you and just keep plugging away. You never know when greatness and success are just around the corner. So don't give up and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Welcome back, guys, to another AJWF. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. It's nearly the new year. It's coming in very, very quickly. In fact, it's tonight. But if you're celebrating, have a good one. Personally, I'm having a quiet one in. I'm old. I prefer it that way. But yeah, it's been a good 2022. So I just want to have a quick, massive thank you to everybody who's watched the videos, because it is appreciated. And yeah, it's mind-blowing that anyone even bothers. But I'm going to have a quick kind of review of the year, so to speak. So I hope you enjoy this video. It's a bit different to the norm, but yeah, stick with me, because hopefully it'll be all right. Anyway, massive thank you. Just want to start off for anybody who's done an intro, the wrestlers, because you know, the kindness of the hearts, I really appreciate them doing it. I really do. Yeah, so who we had? This video, Taylor Hendricks, massive thank you to her. I loved her way back in the Impact days, years and years back. So I'm cool that she managed to get onto this channel and was happy enough to do a little intro. It's honestly, like I said earlier, it's mind-blowing. It really is, but it's appreciated. Who else we had? Ashley Danbars, we had her. She was brilliant. She's been in AEW, WWE, cameos everywhere for her. Shorty, UK British wrestler. Absolutely amazing. Carrie, she did one for us. She's awesome. Who else we got? Top of my head. WWE former diva, women's wrestler, Cherry, roller skating all the way to the ring. We loved her. She did an intro for us. How incredible is that? Who else we had? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Recently, Shauna Reed, Aria Blake, two cool indie wrestlers. Who else? Of course, the main man at a Comic-Con on the fly, Sammy Guevara, did us an intro. That was pretty mind-blowing. Jet from Gladiators, 90s me, was mind-blown that she'd do that. Anybody else off the top of my head? I can't think. Tonga, that was it for the Love of Wrestling.
I discovered lately this YouTube channel of AJWF.
You are watching AJWF.
The champ right here is my man, and you are watching his channel right now.
Watching AJWF. This is for the AJWF YouTube channel.
You're watching AJWF. You are watching AJWF.
And you are watching AJWF.
You're watching AJWF.
And you are watching the AJWF.
So what I did, I had a quick look back on my channel, went back to the start of January 2022, nearly a year ago. And we started off the year with a Britt Baker, the Blood and Guts little review. So it's kind of ironic, we ended with a review video last week, which was the Penelope Ford, another AEW figure. Both these figures are great. In fact, Penelope Ford is just up there. It's a good figure, I really like it. If you haven't got it, go out and get it, because it's a good one. And who doesn't love Penelope Ford? She's a cool wrestler. Anyway, let's move on. We had another thing in January, February, early in the year, which was the Jeremy Padawer. He did a giveaway. In fact, roll clip right now.
Is the AEW Jazz Wears Upper Deck crossover, and I promised to give it away.
So yeah, that was the giveaway for the cards. So I won those. Absolutely amazing, wasn't it? The first ever pack opened in the world is in my possession. That's absolutely crazy. Anyway, you want to see what the first card was? Put that clip up right now. We've got Darby Allin. Another thing we did earlier in the year was complete the retro figures line, the WWE retros, because I got the Roman Reigns figure. Now that was the one that I didn't have, the only one I didn't have from the whole flipping series. And then, what else did we get this year? More retros. Yeah, so there was two box sets released this year. They were spoiling us, WWE and Mattel. So, yeah, that was cool to add the old Roman Reigns to the collection. And also, just thinking about it, one of my favourite wrestlers, Matt Cardona, I became Broski of the Week in 2022. So, yeah, that was amazing. In fact, roll that clip right now.
Well, I'll say right now, the Broski of the Week is at AJBam28.
I mentioned him earlier, guys. Sammy Guevara, he did the intro for the channel on the fly at Comic Con. It was Wales Comic Con way earlier in the year where I met him and Ty Conte. Both of them absolutely mind-blowing. And while I was meeting Ty for a photo, I managed to get in Sammy Guevara's vlog. So that, well, that's topped off the year way back. When was it? April? May? It was earlier in the year, but yeah, that was absolutely unbelievable. What else did we do? In fact, we want to see that bit, don't we? Add that clip right now.
Best shirt ever. Wanna see it?
Let's see it.
Best women's wrestler ever.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, that was Ty and Sammy, and like I said, absolutely unbelievable. I can't put them high enough on the ladder. They were so cool to me. If you get the chance, do not pass it. What else did we do this year? We went down the pink Power Ranger rabbit hole. Who knows why, but it's been fun. Anything the cheap pink Power Ranger we buy and add it to a little collection. We also managed to get the helmet, the morpher thing. Yeah, we dressed the missus up as the Pink Ranger. What's not to love about that? And in fact, if there isn't one already, put that picture there. She'll love me for that. Yeah, earlier in the year was For the Love of Wrestling. There's another one next year, so if you're going, hopefully I'm going to go. Hopefully I'll be going. We might even have James, Jimboy86, YouTuber, and Sean Swoggle. You might know him more as Paul Bearer's Laugh soon. But yeah, they should both be there, so hopefully we'll do a little meet up there. Maybe a little video, who knows? But yeah, it'd be good to see them if they are going to For the Love of Wrestling. But this year, young me would have been so proud because I got to meet childhood heroes, Tori Wilson and Trish Stratus. Now, life does not get much better. Tori Wilson, beautiful, amazing girl. Trish Stratus, absolutely mind-blowing. They both were incredible. In fact, put the photos up. While we're talking meeting wrestlers, we also got to go to loads of shows, indie shows. I think I filmed a couple of them. Might have been in little vlogs. But yeah, British wrestlers, it's such good, the British wrestling scene. Off the top of my head, Ivy, she's brilliant live, if you ever get to see her live. Charles Crowley, Clementine, they're both brilliant. Charles Crowley, obviously, one of the most entertaining guys I've seen live in a long time. Session Moth Martina, amazing. You know, you can't fault her. She is pure entertainment, and I like that in wrestling. I can deal with the technical stuff, which is great, but I like to be entertained as well, and those guys are on par. Anyway, let's put a little clip up. Also, guys, while we're talking about the old Comic Cons from earlier, where I met Sammy and Trish and everybody like that, we also got to meet another 90s icon, Diane Udell, aka Jet from the original Gladiators. Now, come on. In the 90s, there was no kid that didn't kind of have a thing for Jet, surely. Yeah, meeting her, absolutely brilliant. And she was so, so lovely. I can't even put it across. It's going to sound like a broken record because everyone I've met has been great, which is a good thing. It's what you want. But yeah, Jet from the Gladiators, come on. Unbelievable. And then she did me an intro. Mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. What else did we do this year? We got retros as well. The retro, the Cella style retros, which was the Adam Bomb. Now, back in the 90s, my Adam Bomb Hasbro, one of my favourites. Absolutely one of my favourites. Probably with Mr. Perfect and the Bret Hart. They were the three I used to wrestle a lot with. But yeah, it's good that Cella did like an updated, kind of different gear Adam Bomb. So yeah, that was really cool, and I got to compare them in a video. That was a good video. If you haven't checked that out, go check that one out. Throughout the year, we have done lots and lots of toy hunts. We've got loads of figures in the mail. I hope you've enjoyed watching me unbox them. If you haven't, I apologise. But hopefully you have, and that's why you're still watching right now. We had good fun. Yeah, figures, too many to mention, but yeah, way too many to mention, actually. There was just loads. I'll put pictures up throughout this video, no doubt. What else did we get to do? The British Bulldog. I was thinking the British Bulldog, that elite figure from the SummerSlam 1992 gear. That's got to be up there as one of the most wanted figures for me. Because SummerSlam 1992, for me as a little kid, absolutely amazing when he fought Bret the Hitman Hart. So to have a figure that is that kind of representing that time period, absolutely brilliant. Other thing we've done this year and the year before, we are #WeWantDana, because there it is, Dana Brooke is best for business. Now Mattel, why have we not had any more Dana Brooke figures? I've had to buy this one, which was a custom, just because you're not making any. She brought a title that wasn't relevant and made it relevant last year. She's been on TV throughout the year. Still, no updated figure, not even a preview. Hopefully 2023 will be finally the year we get a new Dana Brooke figure, because she deserves it for sure. Another cool thing we waited for this year, we ordered it the year before, I believe. We waited till this summer. The new Gen Arena from Mattel, which was the big real scale ring. They had Doink, Macho Man, Diesel, the entrance way, all from the 90s. Absolutely brilliant. If you haven't got that, and you really, really want it, just keep waiting, guys, because I've seen some that are quite a bargain price, and I'd say probably the next year you should be all right. After that, it might start to skyrocket as people who have only, well, people who need them will be paying up. But hopefully that it won't be the case. Hopefully it will come down again later on. There's normally a little curve you'll see with figures that are released, unless they're re-released, which is like the Jake the Snake figure, which we love, the Mattel. It was a flashback. It's kind of quite recent, the Jake the Snake Elite. Put a picture right there, that one. One of my favourite figures of all time, not going to lie. So we missed it the first time around because it got too expensive. But, like I said, always waiting, guys. Don't overpay for anything, because if you're willing to wait, it will come round. Trust me. You've got to trust me. I've been doing this a long time. I've been collecting a long time. I know how things work. But I also know some people, they don't like to wait. Some people have lots of money, so you do what you want. But if you're a bit tighter like me, always waiting, guys. Always waiting. Also, massive thank you as well to my friend Hums in America, who's sent just mystery parcels overseas. Every time I open one, it's like birthday all over again. Birthday and Christmas combined. We got the Sammy Guevara figure, as it was just released in America. We had it on our doorstep a few days later. Unbelievable. It was totally unexpected. We've had the Goon they sent over, because they can find them easy. We can't in the UK. There's been so many. I can't even continue. There's just been so many. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like the Molly Holly, when they sent that Elite. The DX ones, they sent Road Dogg and X-Pac. Absolutely shocking, because I didn't think I would ever own those, so it's absolutely brilliant that I do. I am always waiting to get the Billy Gunn one. Hopefully we'll find that eventually one day. Hopefully. Might even have to get it loose, because I'm sure someone will be selling it eventually. Like I say, hashtag always waiting, guys. Put it on the screen. Always waiting. It's not a race collecting, guys. And as soon as you realise as well, you don't need everything, because that would be boring, wouldn't it? So it's good to have a few things on your list just to keep chasing for, because otherwise, where's the fun? And if there's no fun, don't do it. I also got to sort through my collection a bit this year, which I did a couple of videos maybe a month or two back. So if you haven't checked them out, do check those out, because I found figures that I didn't even realise I had. Title belts, I went through everything nearly. I'm trying to sort it out, because if you don't know, my collection's not with me. It's elsewhere in storage. So yeah, it's not great, but eventually we'll have a little display for you. But at the moment, you know, my house isn't that big. But one day, the collection will be back on show for sure. A bit of a sadder one towards the end of the year. We lost Jason David Frank, who was better known as the White or the Green Power Ranger. Really sad. It really hit me. Like I said, if you saw my video where I got the pops of him, the Green Ranger and the White Ranger, yeah, it really hit me. It was really sad, because I really like the guy. I'm not the massive Power Ranger fan, but I just like the guy. So yeah, it is such a shame. Yeah, I hope his family's all right, and yeah, well, as much as you can be. It's a horrible circumstances, but yeah, rest in peace to that guy, because you know, you were loved. And then as we got towards right at the end of the year, in fact last week, we had the Ringside haul, which was, they had a massive sale on, didn't they? And if you didn't get hold of any figures, you missed out, because they were like a couple of dollars each. It was absolutely crazy. We had to get one over. Check that video out if you didn't already, because yeah, cheap figures galore. I just got the ones that were really cheap and that I actually needed. Well, in fact, there were some that I didn't need, but you know, when they're cheap as chips, we're gonna add them to the collection again. And then right on, just before Christmas, the Christmas Eve one I did, we had Rayo Wrestling, who sent me a little parcel. I got the Chase CM Punk from them, and then they just added a load of gifts in there for me. So yeah, that was megally appreciated. And yeah, there was so much I did this year, and I hope you have enjoyed the videos. I hate to sound like a broken record, but yeah. Tonight, guys, it is going to be the new year, so if you are celebrating, I hope you have a happy new year. I hope you've enjoyed AJWF through the last year, and I hope you stick with me as long as I keep going for next year, because yeah, I really do appreciate all of you. So yeah, drop a comment below, like the video, subscribe to the channel, you know, the same old stuff, and have a good night, and I'll see you next year. Peace out.